Hello everybody, welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. Today I am looking at Rakdos again, as the deck is aptly named. So, what are we doing with Rakdos today? We are using two cards from New Capenna. I haven't actually recorded a video with Obnixilis, the adversary. Everyone knows what this card is. Vicious Planeswalker, and also Tenacious Underdog I don't think I've used. As a 4 of, unbelievably. One of the best cards in Standard at the moment, 2 costing 3/2 that can blitz itself back for 2 life and 4. What are we playing with these? So I'm running 4 Blood Tithe Harvester. You can't go Rakdos really without this card at the moment. It's 3/2. Create a blood token on entry and can kill things for 0 mana basically later on. What you will notice is we are not running Fable. This deck doesn't quite work with Fable due to a couple of inclusions, but it was tempting. I just couldn't find the space for it. It was Fable or Shakedown Heavy. I preferred the Heavy as it gives me that kind of big threat against the Boros decks. I can slap this down on turn 3. It's a 6/4, there's nothing they could do about it. Even if they Cathar it away, we've got plenty of removal for Cathars. Whereas if you put a Fable down and they Cathar your token, it feels a lot worse. And given the prevalence of Boros in the meta at the moment, it's something to be worried about. Running 4 Thundering Raijus for sort of a top-end finisher. Get in for some damage. 3 Orcus. So this is my odd inclusion in my Rakdos deck. The reason for this is I trialed it because I saw it. I thought I hadn't played with that for ages, and when I trialed it, it actually worked well. It's kind of like an expensive meat hook on a 5/3 flying trampler, which can actually close games out quickly. I mean, if nothing else, it's a 5/3 flying trample for 4. But also in this deck, it's in for the same reason as we've got 1 copy of Agadeems, which is that I've included 4 Unlucky Witnesses. We've got 8 2-drop creatures, and we've got 4 3-drops and 4 4-drops. So we've actually got a lovely curve, which this can bring back all of, and just, you know, wow the opponent basically if they're not expecting it, which no one is expecting all, because I can tell you that. So it's there as a kind of bomb, and it has worked for me like that on occasion. 2 Infernal Grafts, 3 Bloodshie's Thirst for removal, 1 of this because it is literally the best 1-drop in Standard. I don't understand how there's so much value on 1 card. And then we have to run a 1-drop creature to make Orcus and Agadeems work well. The one I've chosen is Unlucky Witness. It was between this and Voldaren Epicure, or maybe even the 2/1 Vampire, but this one, when it dies, exile top 2 cards of your library. Until your next end step, you may play 1 of those cards. So, obviously, the goal is to casualty this Unlucky Witness into Obnixilis. Whilst it only gives us a 1 loyalty Obnixilis, 1 loyalty is all you need a lot of the time when you've got all these blockers in the way, and it gives us something on death. But I mean, whether you can play the cards when it dies, it's, you know, I'd say you can play it about 3/4 of the time. You end up in the odd situation where you just can't use the cards. Either they're too expensive, or you've already had to play a land when they kill it, or something. They kill it in, but if they kill it in their turn, or, you know, whatever, you casualty it, plan it ahead. This is actually a really nice card. It can really help hit the land drops and smooth us out. And yeah, that is the deck. So quite aggressive, quite creature heavy, but with, like, you know, a good 5 removal cards in there. So that's the deck. The Obnixilis is there to get us over the top of Boros and keep the longer games going, give us a chance against control, although we do struggle against control in general with this type of deck. But I will have some games and you can see how I get on. Alright, here we go. I guess so. Mulligan into the ground, down to 5. Yes. Yes. That feels so bad when you play that deck. We would like this essence captured though. Just gotta keep going, keep swinging. They'll be out of cards soon, and then Obnixilis will wreck them. we want this now? Could be a counter whilst they've got all that mana open, but on the other hand, it's just big pressure, isn't it? If we start plussing this now, blue is going to struggle to get rid of it. Assuming we can find a creature at some point. Yeah, that was a good start. Go again. Okay, next one. Piece cake. Piece of cake? Piece of cake. Not bad. It's aggressive. Don't want any more lands now, please. That's all the lands we need. Not exactly what we want to see. Doom Scar, I guess, but 4/3, some good pressure against that kind of thing. We won't play the other creature until this is revealed. Guess it's Angels, actually? Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Hard to guess at the moment. It's unlikely to be a third colour with that many basics out. To Doomscar or not to Doomscar, that's the question. I guess they've got the choice of creature or Doomscar. Oh no, Starnheim. I gotta say, I didn't see that coming. It is Angels. Unfortunately, we have got the answer for that. Well, unfortunately for them. Next turn's going to be a big one. Six, 7, 8, 11, 12. Yeah, we've got lethal if nothing else. If they hold open, we know it's a Wandering Emperor though. Even though it is Wandering Emperor, I think we're attacking. Because we can't not. As long as we don't put the counter on the Raiju, we're good. There's a surprise. So up to 12 and then lose 7, so down to 5. But then we have got this next turn as well. Interesting to use Orcus for something. Three, 2. So we can give -1 to all creatures. That will not benefit us. So if we attack, he blocks this, gains 3 up to 8, loses that down to 5. Down to 3, sorry. So we probably need to kill the Wandering Emperor. So what we will do, so if I chuck these two here, that only 7, so he could block this and keep the Wandering Emperor. Then the only incentivized block is this one, which is a card that comes back. Yeah. I mean, Vanishing Verse on one of the etchings and then block the other one would be nasty, because then he could minus the Wandering Emperor on the underdog, but he did not do that. That's what I would have done. I reckon we'll just chuck the heavy down now. And if it kills the heavy, we only got this for 1 at the moment. We need it for 3 really. At least we've got a lethal on board again, unless the okay, icing death. Some pretty wild shit. Probably -1. You do not see this card very often. I think it's fair to say. Okay, well, that was close, but they're trying to play some interesting cards and I think it cost them. You know, playing against the Wandering Emperor is not good for this deck because we're all about reanimating our stuff, but yeah, fun. Okay, let's try again. To Ruby. Aside from having Kamano and no red untapped, it's a good hand. But we're on the draw anyway, so nice. No spell pierce. No Shuari. Good. No Dragon's Fire. Can tell when he starts fingering my poor harvester. Okay, this is Temio rampy shit, is it? Get rid of that. And then we'll blood token to get rid of one of our lands after. What a card. Okay. Didn't mind trading my 1 costing thing for that. We'll throw that swamp away. That's a nice one. So we've got a 2 costing creature at the moment. Something's happening. Dragon's Fire, okay. That's not good, because if they've got a land, it's Goldspan into copy Goldspan. They haven't got a land, good. Maybe I can... They didn't find a land in the top 4, would be the only way they would be conceding there. Okay, I think we got a bit lucky. Okay, next game. 4 is about the limit of lands we want. Thinking of turning some more of these lands into spells. Maybe some Hagra Maulings, or maybe the other one, the red one actually. The I can't remember what it's called. Spitefield has it. That's it. Okay, looks like we're against Boros. Okay, we'll leave that be. Oh man, look at the flood. At least I've got to get the blood off of the Blood Tithe to ditch it. So hopefully we'll kill a 3-drop like a Cavalier. Or a Cathar. Not a Cavalier then. Cathar it is. Good, that's another blood token for us. Just got to let it exit. If you kill it before it exits, then you don't get the second blood token. We are loaded with those. Who's the aggro now? I mean, more Cathars can now slow us up, but yeah, tricky. GG's, good start, 4 in a row, up to 96. Let's keep going. See if we can keep winning, get anywhere near the top 1200. I wasn't really intending on it. I thought I had no chance, to be honest, but just playing Rakdos seems to be enough. It's nice. Got a 1, 2, 3 curve, even to 4 if we get the lands. I would like to get an Obnixilis for this if I can. Don't really like to pay the 3 life against Rakdos, but oh, not Rakdos. Jund. Okay, we got our Obnixilis. Wish granted. We want to kill the underdog. I probably don't want to Obnixilis this turn because we can't use the cards off of the Unlucky Witness, but having this down is decent. Ooh, no third land. Okay, we will swing with this. That'll probably take 6. What a card. And then we've got 2 cards to try and draw a land, so we don't miss our land drop. Okay, it's easy as that. Okay, 5 in a row. Let's keep going. I mean, this Rakdos, or any Rakdos similar deck on the play, is just like very hard to beat at the moment. And I've noticed that if you manage to like turn 3 Obnixilis on the play, people just give up half the time. Like, I mean, that was only turn 4, but still, like, people just hate that. Such a hard climb back, unless you've got like an immediate plan for it, obviously. Hex Mantha. Okay, on the draw this time. Not as strong a hand, but we'll take it. This is a nice card on the draw because on turn 2 we can pick off their drop if we've got nothing else even. People aren't often playing too much on turn 1. In this case it's runes, so they are. And since I've drawn another removal, we will kill that. Really with runes, I think I've said it before, I've said it 1,000 times, the idea is just keep them the fuck down. Don't let them stand up, otherwise you're in trouble. Obviously we want to let them try and cast a rune on the Naturalist. Or indeed on the Visitor. We have to take the Visitor out here, deny them draws, even though that gives them a 3/3 lifelink to attack with this turn. But once we've got the heavy in, we're okay. Another Naturalist. So I could stick the Raiju in and start swinging, but because they've got so much lifelink, I think we'll just attack and then put our other heavy in, depending on what they do. They aren't going to double block, because that would be madness. No, they can't just keep letting us swing through. Just gotta hope they don't get their ball rolling. As soon as they find the Runeforge champion, we end up in trouble. That's pretty nasty. Puts it up to a 7. Grim. Fucking 4 enchantments out. It's amazing what a tough matchup bloody enchantments is. Really is. Okay, at least I've got a Chumpy. Or do I put this and Obnixus? Let's attack first. Should we attack with one or both? Probably both. Otherwise we're not really pressuring the life total. Okay, it was just a land in their hand. Okay. 6/6 and a 3/3. Obviously we Chumpy this one. They still gain 9. Less 1. Although this is out of the way now, thank God. You have to live with it for 2 turns. I mean, obviously it's a 4/4, but not as bad. This, unless they deal with these, it's going to start racking up damage, isn't it? More lands in the bin. Okay, I think I'll attack with just this. Actually, I'll attack with this and 1 heavy. See what they can top deck. Anything but a Runeforged champion, basically. That's okay. Take 1 heavy, but okay, let's see what we've got under this hive. Still crap, okay. So, really depends on what they top deck, obviously. If I attack the Raiju, it can be eaten by the portrait. But it's not a very good blocker either. I think we'll attack with this and just put a counter on itself. If they block, we'll double plus the Obnixus. If they don't, we'll minus the one of them. Gain some life. I'll keep that land in hand. There's one. Okay, just a naturalist. That's good. Okay, they're dead. That's good. Obnixus means I don't have to worry about it. Whew. That was close. I mean, maybe we got a bit lucky, but I do think it's the pressure that this deck can put out doesn't give the runes or enchantments, whatever it was, time to come back. GG. Okay, next one. That's 6 in a row so far, is it? I think so. All in the Mythic queue as well. Again, this is not perfect just because of the absolute flood of 2-drops, but it's probably not a mulligan. What we don't want to be against is angels, really. Anything that goes bigger than us and life gains. I mean, you don't get a lot bigger than Shakedown Heavy, but flyers mean, you know, our Obnixilus isn't safe as well. Okay, not that, so good. Probably Boros. Yeah. Okay, starting with an adversary. So we always play the Harvester first, because if they Cathar it, we get a blood when we get it back, if we get it back. And B, if we find another Harvester, or if we need to use it to kill stuff, we can. I mean, if we play Underdog first, it's better against Burn, I suppose, but I don't see Magic Missile so often. We're only down to 15, it's not too bad. Put the heavy in, hard to deal with. It's Cathar or nothing, basically. Well, Cathar or Apparition, but you don't see Apparition too often. That's nice. So, we'll put this on red. I think we will thirst this. Well, we've got the spare mana. Amazing how often people just take the 6. And then we've got a blocker. We can always blood away this Underdog. Yeah, that's not the end of the world. 4/4 with haste is okay, but that's threatened for 9. And then we'll bring out a Chumpy. And yeah. That's it. No way they're coming back from that. Okay, 7 in a row. GG. Boros looking weak against this. It's interesting that since that Boros deck came out, everyone's been trying their own versions, like, but I still think the kind of Sunrise Cavalier version seems to be the best. This is a nice hand. But what I also realise is, like, if it's remotely stable board, then Obnixilus really pushes you over the top of that matchup, which is why I think it's worthwhile having. Like, often Obnixilus is bad because it's not very good against mid-range stuff. Like, you know, it wasn't very good against Esper, Rafine decks where they fly over the top and just kill them. But the Boros deck doesn't have that so much. So I actually think it's good against either very low curve or very late game. Like, it's nice against blue-white control as well, which otherwise we really struggle against. It's nice against Izzet. Yeah, I think it's back to being a good inclusion. It's a bit of an on-off card, but at the moment it seems good. Underdog is always good. People see this and they think Boros. I don't know if that changes the way they would play against us, but it's nice to have another deck on the ladder that isn't this one that everyone thinks of. Okay, well, we've got 3 Harvesters, which is actually pretty decent. Like, they do go well in multiples because we get lots of blood. Because we're not running Fable in this deck, it's not enough. Oh dear, 1 land hand. It's not enough to be running Voltage Surge, which I actually think is coincidentally helping me. I don't think Voltage Surge is that brilliant. I was struggling with it in the Voltage Surge version of this deck. Okay, they managed to find a second one, and they've got that, that's why they were playing it anyway, but I think we'll kill that land. Since they're struggling for lands, and that does come as a creature, it would be mean not to kill it. Don't even need to use a harvester on it. GG. Concede. Overkill. That was a bit of a freebie. I don't know what they kept to one land hand. I guess it's because they were hoping to draw one, but bad choice. Alright, we're up to 8 wins in a row now. It's actually got to be nearly a record for me on this Mythic ladder of best of 1. You can get wins in a row more easily if you're playing best of 3, but best of 1 is tricky. Yeah, I'm not keeping a 1 land hand. That's nicer. Not perfect, but when is a 6 card hand perfect? Yeah, it's rare to get so many best of 1 wins in a row. I'll probably curse it now. Ooh. Snow covered Delver, eh? Just don't flip now, please. Good. So they'll be playing slip out the back, I suppose. I think we just probably just attack, don't we? And then we Obnix this later. That's what I reckon. Keep putting the creatures down and then Obnix this at the end. If we stall or whatever. But these are as big as a flying Delver anyway, so. And they're not guaranteed to flip. Even if they're playing loads of instants and sorceries. Okay. Still no. I guess that doesn't let them scry, does it? Okay. This is where... well, I guess they can counter. But it gets painful for them, maybe. Okay, I got captured. Yeah, this is the problem with Delver. This happened to me in many a Delver deck. You just don't flip. Okay, so we've only got a Raiju in there at the moment. I'm tempted to attack and then nix this, but I could Hive, as they've got all their mana open. Yeah, it's probably a better option, isn't it? Put them to 2, unless they bounce something. Get rid of that in case they've got Demi-Lich. Okay, I can phase out one of my creatures, yeah. Struggling with their instants. So, we can Awakening for 3, we need to do it for 4. So we probably just power this up again. Get rid of all the instants and sorceries out of the graveyard. Not that they would use Essence Capture for much, but that's my other Harvester dead, probably. And we did 0 damage. They've not got any instants and sorceries, but they've got a hell of a lot of spectral adversaries. So I think I'm going to blood away the Obnix this here and look for a land. We don't have any creatures to sack to it, so... The problem is with the big Agadeems, it is a big blowout if they've got a counter for it, but... Okay, no land there. And a tap land there. Okay, let's go with this first, shall we? We're still not dead even if they get a instant, are we? So this will be a 4/3. Oh yeah, maybe, because this can go twice. Maybe an instant would do it for them. But then, to be fair, we will win next turn if they don't win. Still didn't get it. It's nice because we can be pretty sure they've not got any counters because they haven't flipped their Delvers all game. So unless they've held on to one from the start, like a Spell Pierce or a Negate. The fact that they're thinking so long implies they're thinking about whether to block the Hive, which I think is a good thing. That they're thinking about it. So we bring back one Harvester, one Raiju, and that's all we've got. I should, in case it's a Jawari, I should play that. So this can be made a 4/4, right? Yeah. Guess they'll chump with the 1/1 Delver. Can make that. So this is, yeah, this gets made a 4/4. Can then be a 6/6. Could be death for me. Depends if they find an instant. Still. Thankfully they can't 6/6 that this turn. No! Good game. Yeah, they earned that staying cool. We just flooded out a bit. But GG. That was a good one. Good to see the power of that blue deck. We definitely would have won going first. Okay, we play till we lose now. If we lose again, that's the end. If I win, I'll keep going. I don't like the no red land, but we have got 3 playable black cards, so got quite a few red land sources in the deck as well. 12, so we've got 23% of drawing a red land source. Guess we've got a good chance of just drawing red creatures as well. It's because I said play till win. Play till lose, I mean. Right. They've not got counters, but they probably do have a Vanishing Verse. I'm just going to play this and hold open Infernal Grasp. Tempting to jam the heavy there, but yeah, look, as soon as the permanents come into play, it's stuck. If that's not a Vanishing Verse, I don't know what is. It's not a creature destroy, it's a permanent, so heavy would have just been a blowout. Vanishing Verse gamer. Knew it. Now play a 4-drop creature, please. Boo. I guess we could just play this. Or do we think they've played this? They can't Vanishing Verse that. Just means I can't hold up and destroy, but I can actually use a blood token. See if I can find a land. Throw this away maybe. Yeah, they're exiling all my stuff anyway. Well, at least I did do it, otherwise I would have drawn that again. And you got 3 lands and 12, which is not great. 40% of the land is the deck is lands, and we're drawing one every 25% more now. It's probably Witness time, and then Heavy time. Heavy's going to get exiled, isn't it? It's just exile tribal, this deck. Interesting when you've not got a single fucking creature running Kaito. Actually, should we attack first? Yeah, we'll attack first. Get in for one. No, let's fuck them. Got the land we needed. I reckon we just plus. Because we can grasp, we can thirst this. Deny them draws. Obnixilis can't be Vanishing Burst. Or Marched. Not either of those work on Ob. They've got a Hive, so they can spend their whole turn killing one copy. But that wouldn't be the end of the world. And then we'll have a Raiju for next time. Even making a token wouldn't have dealt with that, so. Took the Orcus out of the graveyard. That's pretty nice. We just keep plussing. We can Raiju to kill off Kaito. Give them something to deal with, and then hold open grass if they power up their land again. We're already at Orcus for 2. But we've only got a 1-drop in there, so I want to get to Orcus for 4 for when this dies. Although it'll probably be exiled rather than destroyed, I suppose. They've probably got Wandering Emperors and all sorts in this shitty Esper deck. Nothing. Okay. Actually starting to discard now. Did say Wandering Emperors. Actually, you know what? We'll Orcus for 1. Get the presents back on the board. And we can always then use the Witness again. If they've got a way of killing off our Planeswalker. Kill off the creatures, that's alright. Couple of heavies. Good choices. Thought that might be the case. Starting to panic about this getting to 7 maybe. So, can only play one of these. So we'll just play that and hold. If they power up Hive, we will grasp that shit. Hopefully 1 land down. Yep. Got the bloody sound bug on Magic the Gathering. Sorry guys. Okay, so this is up to 7, so we can shoot him for 7. So let's get the Raiju in. Let's swing like this. They're probably going to have to untap the heavy and give us a card because otherwise they get shot for 7 by Obnixilis or destroy it. Okay, they don't mind being shot for 7. GG. Nice to win with a Planeswalker Ultimate. There we go. Keep going. We won 1. I'll just restart the game to get the sound back as well. Okay, next game. Couldn't get my recording software to start for a second. Unlucky Witness and Obnixilis in our opening hand. And it looks like we're against Boros, which is... What? It's actually quite annoying. I wanted those fucking cards. You little shit. Have this. There's Cavi boy. How are you going to deal with this? Put him under a Cathar, maybe? I'm waiting. No Cathar. No attacks. That's what I thought. Better take 6, didn't you? Good boy. Underdog me. Whatever. Can we lose? If they've got a red land and a Raiju, it'll be 3, 7. Yeah, we would lose. If I attack. 9. Wish I had one more. I guess I just attack with Raiju. Is that right? Or do I do this? Sacking the heavy. No, I don't do that. We do this. Stick that on there. What we want is a bloody Cathar come out on the heavy. They don't have one, or they would have used it already. I mean, they could top deck one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now we've got heavy and grasp, so we can start swinging. You madman. They just take it like a champion. Not giving a fuck. Boros, come on, man. Come on. And the next one. At this rate, if I thought I could keep this rate up, what is it, 11 to 1 so far? I will bloody well keep it up. Yeah. This feels like a bait of a hand. Stacked full of removal, but it's gonna miss everything, isn't it? Do you know what? Just jeez, this is tough. Do we have any clue as to what they're playing? No. Yuck. That was a hard choice. I think I might have made the right one though. So we can potentially sack the etching to this. Keep our 4/3 harvester around. It's more Boros. People love this shit. Fucking love it. The problem is if this harvester gets eaten by a Cathar, it's less nice. That would be less nice. Angel Fire. That is wild. Now all we've got is land. Okay, so we'll kill the adversary so they don't have an Angel Fire target. We do not want that. And we'll blood away some of this land. Okay, 17-14, not too bad, and we've got 2 creatures. We're on the draw and we mulligan, so there's lots counting against us here. We don't mind if they Angel Fire that. It's too weak to be worrying. Oh, I forgot to... moron. What an idiot. Can do it this turn instead. It's more annoying than anything. Please don't have a play with fire for that as well. They might have one, you know. No. I'm gonna get this down before I regret it. So they can get this to a 3 by using this, or obviously they could charge in with more Raijus and stuff. I reckon we get the devil, just for the extra 2 life. Killed the other one. Okay, that is interesting.
My go sow some chaos.
I'll do this now while I remember. That's nice. So we've still got 1 unless they Angel Fire the Initiate and attack it, or swing in with something with haste. Probably Angel Fire in this, yeah. Probably attacking Orb. Okay. Saved us some to the face.
Don't think you're some big hero.
And then we can start deploying again. So the thing is, we're already 1 harvester down, so we're probably not going to draw another one. We've got 2 in the top 12, so we're not going to get another blood to be able to kill this. So we might as well use it if we don't like our draw. I don't mind that at all. Can't use him, but we'll just attack with this, shall we? I've broken my opponent. So we want to get rid of instants and sorceries for adversary. So for now, it's just the top deck race, I suppose, where we get to hit and they don't. Now they do. Guess we can kill the aspirant with the harvester. I think that is what we will do, because that is not a grind war we win. And I think I'll just play this and then blood the hive, because it's basically draw a card. Could have kept using this hive, but there's only 1 play with fire, and 3 damage isn't going to change the game right now. Better off trying to get some card advantage. I was just saying about me not being able to draw these anymore, and then had 3 in the top 16. Again, this is useless against the 3/4, so I'll probably use the blood. I'm not drawing the last 1 in 44, am I? What is the opponent just craftily holding on to? Adversary, okay. So that'll be a play with fire. Was the only thing we left there? Yeah. Probably means the harvest is gone. This blood is giving us some good card selection, but okay, that's nice. Can get rid of the initiate. I'll probably do it now. Get rid. And we'll play that. And then we'll attack, shall we? Yeah. We don't mind blocking back with the witness, and we don't mind if they block. It's a good attack. Yeah, they can start attacking back with that. Okay, good. Give me something to actually jump with the witness. I guess I could double block the cavalier and kill it. Yeah, I think it's worthwhile. Obviously they can use a combat trick, but they're using their combat tricks on these little wimps, so that's fine. Don't think there's much that can pump there, boy. Oh, they're both nice cards, aren't they? Might have to be the Raiju. I think it's very marginally better. Leave this back to defend. Okay. It's very tight, this one. It's a good player. I think a lot of other players would have made some mistakes into attacking us by now. It's unfortunate that we didn't draw a creature to play with, but obviously we can swing with both next time and force a block. So they'll, if we swing with these two, they have to block this, so this can get in, but I think we're better off with that as a blocker. No point running this in when they could, they might be saving up a second haste creature or something. I don't know exactly what they're playing with, but Aspirant, less worried about. Good. It's a land fest, so we've got 4, 8. So I'm one short of doing this and underdog, that's right, isn't it? So it takes itself and 4, yeah. But if we hive, yeah, or if we underdog, yeah, I think we just have to hive, right? Then we just chump with this. If they've got, I don't know what. Got too many lands, but probably just the right number to be honest. That's it. That's a good game. They put the 1-1 on the Cavalier. 6. That's 6. And they've got something to finish us off with. Cast this. I saw my life flash before my eyes there. That was a good one. Look, got a number as well. It's not a number that means anything yet, but it's a number. 99. Right on the cusp of numbers. It's decent. Lots of low curve interaction-y stuff. And then we draw our heavies and Raijus later, please. Sadly have to give away that they're Rakdos and not Boros, but this Kumano into Harvester combination. And playing blue-white, oh, that's not what we want really. But we are pretty aggressive. Jeskai. Just gotta hope to be aggressive enough really against that. Ah, my mouse is lagging. A bloody wireless mouse, honestly. Okay, yeah. We'll just pop this one down, get that ticking. Might end up with a 2-2 unlucky witness if nothing else. To be fair, I could use the blood to ditch the Blood Chief Thirst. I don't think we're facing it. I guess maybe a Fable. If they Fable this turn, I won't throw it away. If they don't, I will. Yeah, okay. I'll throw it. Or look for some more creatures. That's not a creature. And that's not a creature. Been a bit of a slow start for us in the end. Oh, got a 2/2 unlucky witness. Magma Opus, so it's a Hinata deck, is it? Hinata Dragonfire. There they are. They've got one open, which means they can, in theory, phase this out. Or cancel the spell completely. We're going to get Opus, aren't we? So if we attack, they block a Kamanu. Maybe. Maybe they won't because they're tapped out. Okay, they will. We'll just pass. It's a bluff that... Well, you can't bluff people who don't see it coming, I suppose. Okay, Bankbuster implies they have not got what they need at the moment. They've not got the medicine for us. That is nice. So, we will attack with our 2/2s, and then we will Harvester if they block. Yeah, Harvester that. That's 3 cards down the drain if they block with that. Nice. I think we'll heavy, and then they'll blood away this land as well. Of course, they've got Make disappear. Well, we'll still be blooding away our land. We've just got to find that fucking Obnix list. That'll finish this off. Hey. I don't like playing against Jeskai. I don't know if you've noticed. Getting bold now. I mean, it's got the Opus at last to stitch us up. Tap all my shit down. Okay, we play the land out, I guess. Put a stop at my end step. So we'll attack. Find it odd they're letting us do 2 damage, but if they are. What could you possibly be wanting to do? Okay, now you're opusing. Kill that before they draw. I would think you're better off doing the damage to me and then blocking with the 4/4, but it's a good game, isn't it? Yeah. Just show them it was close. GG. We managed to lose. Okay, there we go. I'll stop the video there, but it was good fun. Ended up on a number, and yeah, I might just push through and get there if I can be bothered to play a bit more later. GG. Okay, if you're anything like me, you love stats, as I played an absolute ton of games on this video and a couple beforehand. I think on the video I went 12-2, but overall I'm 14-4 with this deck. It took me a bit of getting used to playing it. I played a couple of games beforehand, and actually, yeah, 78% win rate, all in Mythic. If you look, it's got from 94 to 100% in, well, all these games are, apart from this one, sub 10 minutes, and that was only 11 minutes. We've got a whole bunch of 1 and 2 minute wins in here. It shows you how fast the deck can really plough up through the ladder. Notably, we're doing really well against Boros. 4 for 1 is a real nice, if you can beat Boros consistently at the moment, you're doing well. What have we lost against Jeskai? Yeah, I did say at the start of the video, control can be a hard matchup for us. I think we'd struggle against blue-white in general as well. And we did struggle once against mono-blue. So things that are a bit more controlling and can sort of play around us a bit are going to be tough matchups, but in general, really good fun deck to play. You can rattle through some games and climb the ladder with it. So I recommend giving it a go. Let me know what you think. Give Orcus a go. Tell me what you think before you tell me it's crap. And yeah, if you've got any suggestions, I'd love to hear them in the comments. Please do subscribe. It really helps me out. And until next time, see you later.